Alright, hello. Welcome to Issa Kingdom. I am Issa Carl. I needed to make a video about because it was absolutely fantastic to watch last night. I had watched Asmagul's take on Andrew Tate just getting royally destroyed on Twitter. And then he makes the most saddest comeback video imaginable. It's like when you just watch someone just get burned and roasted so bad, and then the response is like, "Nuh-uh, you." And it was fantastic. So I'm gonna be watching Critical talk about it. I'm excited to see what he's gonna say. It's always enjoyable. So let's go ahead and get into this.
I've said for months now, many moons, that Andrew Tate is one of the most entertaining clowns the internet has to offer.
Facts.
But today, the circus finally closed. Andrew Tate and that zit that has latched himself on to Andrew Tate like a leech, Tristan, his brother, have both been arrested on human trafficking charges. The clip of Tate being escorted to the police vehicle instantly went viral, and I really love how the officers are dressed in this video because it looks like they're ready to fight the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but then it's just this goofy goober Andrew Tate. Now, this isn't Tate's first rodeo with human trafficking charges.
Yeah,
last time he just blamed it on swatting, calling it all just fake.
Yeah, I could have swore that this had happened too. Yeah, he has been accused of this before, but like to actually see him officially get arrested is interesting. So it does make you wonder if it's like 100% no longer allegations, they have the actual bona fide evidence. Let's get into this.
And all the meat riders that attach themselves to Andrew Tate's butthole like a hemorrhoid, of course, wrote this off as corruption and a bunch of baloney. But now it's happening again, and this one seems a lot harder to just dismiss. But you know what they say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, well then you're just breaking out of the matrix, am I right, hustlers? The Hustlers University is what Andrew Tate is most famous for. You pay $50 a month for a Discord server, which is the most pathetic thing on the planet.
Yeah, CoffeeZilla ended up diving into this about like how you pay the $50 a month to go to Discord, and like there's nothing there. It is just about learning from some random people about anything you could have found on YouTube. And then even still, the amount of information that you're even given is not worth anything. And then the best part is they then haze you if you decide to quit, because like, oh, hey, I can't afford $50 a month for useless information.
Planet, and I think adds to the comedy of Andrew Tate and all of his fans. And in that godforsaken Discord server, it acts as like Alcoholics Anonymous, where people just hype each other up and tell each other their problems with not getting laid or not being financially stable, while getting lectures from people that aren't even Andrew Tate on the most basic stuff imaginable. Yep. They hype themselves up as top G alpha males, but they're pissing away $50 a month to learn basic drop shipping techniques and how to do push-ups.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it might have been drop shipping. And the thing of it is, I don't even think it's like that good of advice with the drop shipping. Like, you could easily find better courses on YouTube or anywhere. You could probably find it on Twitter if you look hard enough, of just drop shipping courses. But the thing of it is, like, part of what he was talking about was like how like you pretty much just need to work with Amazon wholeheartedly, which is just another good way to just lose a bunch of money. So, you know, it's whatever.
Let all of you in on a secret. Even the people that are very successful that like Andrew Tate are not stupid enough to be paying $50 a month for advice you can find on WikiHow. It is so embarrassing. It's a scam and you're not in on it. You're the victim. And yet you're so brainwashed.
Yeah, because like the big thing of how you're going to make money isn't even the course that you're actually learning here. the big way you could try to make some kind of money is by helping Andrew Tate sell the pretty much the access to the Discord server. Like, if you could help him market himself that Discord server, you might be able to make money that way. But good luck.
You continue to swallow his whole meat for it with a smile on your face. He is preying on insecure men, and he is doing everything he can to keep you a virgin. When you're a virgin, you're a Hustlers University student. When you're a virgin, you're an Andrew Tate supporter because he's feeding you things you want to hear, and you're taking it as, you know, telling it like it is. Meanwhile, you're unhappy and still not getting laid. And he's also giving you bad financial advice because when you're making money, you'll learn that everything he's saying is fucking worthless. So he needs to keep you just broke enough to afford the $50 a month that you're wasting on his awful techniques and awful advice. Andrew Tate's entire business and career relies on you being insecure and financially unstable. So obviously he doesn't actually want you to succeed. You're just paying money for hopium. Snap out of it. You leave.
And the worst part about, like, people like this is that some of them get that sick satisfaction of making someone else broke. Like, they're attracted to that. That is what gets them going. Like, it is absolutely disgusting.
Leaving Hustlers University is you leaving the Matrix, goddammit. Just think about all the money you'll save not paying for that shit. You could afford a gym membership. Then you could...
It was more like, you know... You could leave the Matrix, or you could take this pill and go into the Super Matrix. Because apparently you're not delusional enough. We need to make you a little bit more delusional.
Access free information for workouts online that'll actually give you results. You can get big and strong like me. This is very long-winded. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked because we're talking about Andrew Tate and it's such a wacky situation. I couldn't help but throw all this in here.
He is fantastic.
Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, they've been arrested on human trafficking charges following an investigation that's been ongoing for quite some time. And the way that they actually apprehended him is extremely silly. It all ties back to a Twitter argument he had with a teenage girl. I'm sure you've all...
I can't believe... this is fantastic, because that's what I thought this was. I originally thought that that's what this was him just getting absolutely wrecked by this teenage girl. I didn't know that this is what helped the police arrest him. This is fantastic.
You've all seen it. It was very public. He made this statement to Greta Thunberg about the emissions and his supercars and all that. And
so yeah, like, she's also, like, really famous and stuff like that. She goes all about, like, you know, what is it, like, you know, trying to actually do something about, like, global warming. She's the one that takes it very seriously, and then she takes it to the point of to where she will roast your ass. She will bona fide roast your ass for doing other things. It's pretty freaking fantastic. And then so Tate had to just go and just talk about how much he's destroying the planet, because, you know, masculine, because he's a child. He is a grown child, and it is absolutely ridiculous watching this man. And then everyone absolutely loved her simple, elegant slam. Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. Absolutely fantastic. And then, you know, Tate had to make a you know, what was it, like a 2-3 minute video of him with his comeback story, how he's savagely returning the bird, and it's just so cringe and so awful watching.
And then she responded with a dunk on him that went viral. It's one of the top 25 most liked posts on all of Twitter right now. Yep. It's got about 3 million likes and counting. Basically just saying he has small dick energy in response to what he said to her. And this sent him into meltdown mode. he very clearly got a bit hurt by this response, and one of his like immediate tweets after this was talking about having sex with her, where some fucking lunatic on there is like, Andrew Tate and Greta need to fuck already. And he just responded saying she isn't ready, which is super creepy and weird, just actual degenerate shit
Oh
here.
my god.
And when I first read this, I thought this was just full mask-off pedophilia. I didn't realize Greta Thunberg was 19.
Yeah,
I thought she was still like 16 or something. So when I read this conversation, I thought they were just openly talking about fucking kids. Like, I had lost my marbles for a second. I had to Google to make sure that these weren't just two people admitting to being pedophiles. But yeah, it turns out that she is 19, but that doesn't make it any less awful to say shit like this. But all of this stress of being dunked on in such a big way was clearly very taxing on the smooth brain of Tate. So he then made a response video.
Yeah.
And it's a very cringe response video. I actually think they should have slapped on an additional charge for cringe. It should have been hit with human trafficking and overwhelming plus ultra fucking turbo cringe, because this response video was abominable. Anyway,
so
he made this
sad.
video, posted it out there, big smile on his face, super excited. I'm gonna get the last laugh. You don't dunk on me. I come in here and I fucking dunk on you. But then a new slam and jammer entered into the equation. The Romanian authorities. You see, in this video, he made a mistake. He included a pizza box from a Romanian pizza place, which let the authorities know that he was still in the country. So, after realizing that, they tracked him down and arrested him today. The authorities gathered all the evidence they needed, and because Andrew Tate...
Wait, I didn't know that they were hunting him down. So he was hiding in Romania and they were hunting him down and he just freaking exposed where he was? Are you serious? Not only did Greta Thunberg destroy Tate with her tweet, she made him so angry he inadvertently tipped off Romanian authorities of his presence in Romania with his lame comeback video. The investigation waited for the Tate brothers to return to Romania. Oh, they were waiting for them to come back to Romania. For 9 months, anti-mafia prosecutors put together all the evidence taken from Tate's brother's villa from the video chat studio in order to be able to prove that the accusations made during the hearing by their alleged victims are real. Yo, okay. Holy crap, there it is. This is it. It's done. Oh my god, this is the greatest. This is the greatest rise and fall of the absolute ridiculous legend that is Andrew Tate.
Tate couldn't fight the urge to publicly argue with a teenage girl on Twitter. They got him and his brother. It's almost poetic in a sense. He got finally taken down because he just absolutely couldn't fight his own ego. It's a guy who gets a lot of credit for being smart despite being an absolute fucking buffoon. Like a legitimate goddamn troglodyte. He made this emotionally charged, absolutely pathetic response video to try and look cool once again for his audience, and in doing so, he led the authorities right to him and his brother, who had been, I guess, evading them for quite some time. Pretty wild situation, honestly. He begged, he whined, cried, threw a tantrum.
Did he really?
Demanding he get his Twitter account back, and that ended up being the thing that put the final nail in his coffin here, it seems. Now, of course, we'll have to wait and see what happens with the charges and where this goes from here.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little hard to explain away 2 instances of human trafficking with Andrew Tate here and raids on his property. That's not just a common occurrence. That's not something that just happens
normal.
like a whoopsie-daisy. I guess it wasn't human trafficking. We made a mistake here. We got wires crossed. He's actually...
Don't you just hate it when like people come to your just like you get a full-on raid to your house because you made that slight mistake of pesky human trafficking. It's so inconvenient.
Actually completely innocent. That's not something super normal. Of course, mistakes do happen when it comes to law enforcement, but human trafficking is one that doesn't pop up all that often. And I know a lot of people like to say it's just because Andrew Tate was so powerful and telling it like it is. He was revealing the truth and breaking out of the Matrix.
Yep.
What the fuck are you talking about, you goddamn idiot? All he was saying is like, oh, you need to treat women this way, and they're gonna treat you this way, and you'll get pussy this way. and you need to do this kind of drop shipping in order to
He's
make
not
this
wrong.
kind of money. Like, that's not exactly something that the government's gonna have a huge issue with. Him feeding you bad information on getting pussy and bad information on making money. Like, he's not revealing any kind of crazy secrets that the government would try and come after him for. He's just an internet asshole. He's just a troll who found a way to milk money out of insecure dudes. That's not something that the big eye in the sky, you know, the man behind the curtain's gonna come after him for to silence him with false charges. This isn't some giant espionage movie. It's all pretty simple to follow stuff. Like, if you stop to think about it for a couple of seconds, it just doesn't make any sense why they would come after him if there's no real charges or any, like, real stuff, shady stuff going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, the human trafficking charges are extremely concerning now. It's some very serious shit, and I've already seen some extremely hard cope from Andrew Tate's fans saying that human trafficking's not even a big deal anyway. Like, it's blown way out of proportion, or, you know, it's not a real issue, which is super alarming to read. Like, goddamn, to think human trafficking's not a big deal is mind-blowing.
Oh my
Very
God.
brain-dead stuff. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens now going forward since he's been arrested. We'll see what comes from it. But I still find it to be a wacky situation, and, you know, it's a little odd that it's happened twice now. So, yeah, pretty crazy stuff that I thought was important to talk about, and that's about it. So, yeah.
Hey, have you ever heard something like this before?
No, I have not. I have not heard anything like this before. This was so I'm now expecting, because court cases take freaking forever. I'm expecting, well, actually, I don't even know how Romanian laws really work in any capacity. It's like, will there be a trial? I don't know. But if there is, I'm expecting in like 3 or 4 years down the line, a similar thing to the, you know, the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing that we had, right? Just with Andrew Tate and himself. This is fantastic. If there is a trial, again, I don't know their laws, it will be amazing to watch. It will be absolutely mind-blowing to watch, because it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if Tate represented himself, because he has this very strong inclination of wanting to hear himself talk, and if that ends up being the case, it will be enlightening to watch. This was a hilarious accident to stumble upon. Oh, let's see what people have to say. The pizza box was the real alpha male. Facts. You just know that Tate's takeaway from this is to stop ordering pizza. Tate didn't bribe the right people. His problem in Romania is that he talked too much, and that raises suspicion. He constantly talked about how he had women working for him, and he didn't think that would raise suspicion. What a genius. It's kind of depressing that the only thing my country is known for is the country that hosts Andrew Tate. I feel so bad for you. Oh my god. I am dying. This is hilarious. The best bit for me is that Andrew started this. He sent the first punch, got countered, and then 10 hours later fired a rocket directly at his feet instead. An absolute beautiful end of the year gift. Mr. Tate, thank you so very much. This is great. The fact that Andrew mentioned in random videos that he is close to the local mafia. Actually, you know what would probably help me if I was smart and just made it bigger. There we go. Now I can read things. Look at that. Yeah, so like was it that one? The fact that Andrew mentioned in random videos that he is close with the local mafia and some corrupt politicians is what got him. You can fuck around all you want, but you don't get to tell about it. That is the golden rule. And everybody knows the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. This is great. This is absolutely great. Happy New Year's, everybody.